I made the strongest mining laser in Star Citizen with a maximum power of over 10,000, and I'm going to show you how. To create this monster, we're going to need some tools though. First thing is a mole. Why a mole? You see, the prospector only takes size 1 lasers, which cap out at 3,150 maximum power on the Helix 1, and can only take 2 modules on that Helix. Meanwhile, the mole can take the beefy size 2 Helix, which boasts a hefty 4,080 max power and takes 3 mods, perfect for what we are going to be doing. With the ship and lasers sorted, we need modules, or mods for short. There are many with varying uses, but for our purposes, we're only concerned with 3. The Reiger series, the Stampede, and the Surge. The Reiger is a passive mod, meaning it's a constant buff. We are going with the Reiger 3 version for a 15% increase in power for each one equipped. It's supposed to be a 25% increase, but for whatever reason SIG hasn't fixed it because the base version is supposed to give 15% and the 3 variant is supposed to give 25%. But anyway, moving on. The Stampede and Surge are active mods, meaning they have limited uses, or shots as I like to call them, and then they fall off the laser. The Stampede gives a 35% boost to laser power for 30 seconds and only has 6 shots. The Surge gives a sizable 50% boost to laser power, but only lasts 15 seconds, but comes with 7 shots. We will also bring an assortment of gadgets out to drop rock stats. If you want more insight on those, I'll leave a link in the video description below because I have a video that covers mining gadgets and how to use them and so on. Oh, and an attractor beam to change out mods as we go. Now let's get to it. Our first loadout gives us the best constant power with 3 Reiger modules, pushing us to 5,916 power, and our first victim is going to be this 15,000 mass Mexlite rock that I found. Let's position our mole, let's get into the mining seat, and let's see how it performs. I'm gonna be honest with you, this is what I expected. This does not stand a chance, and I bust this with only 25% power. I do increase it to 100% to make this charge up process a little quicker, but with 25% power I can hover this into the optimal zone no problem. Let's go a little bit bigger. How about this nice 26,000 mass barrel rock? To break this, we will need to drop that resistance. Let's park this thing, hop out, and slap a saber on this puppy for a 50% drop in resistance. Now let's give this a try. We're gonna have to hop back in the ship, reposition ourselves, get into the mining hot seat, and see how this performs. The heat up bar is moving pretty slow, and it's looking like it'll break.
5 hours later.
And boom, that's what I'm talking about. Not too bad for 3 Reigers. This is a pretty sizable chunk of a rock, and if you were mining by yourself, a solid haul. Let's go a little bit bigger. I think I saw a good one over here somewhere. This 42,000 mass Terranite rock. Perfect. With an 18% resistance, we definitely need to cut that in half. So let's do that. We're gonna hop out, slap our saber on it, and with the same setup, let's see if the Reigers can break this chonky boy. Let's get ourselves into position, get into the laser seat. It does not appear to be doing much at all. Okay, time for our first loadout change. We'll bump it to 3 Stampedes for the next tier of power, which has a possible 105% increase total, bringing us up to 8,364 max power. This is getting a little silly now. Alright, let's get back into the ship and let's test this out. So I ran into a small problem. It would appear that you cannot use multiple Stampedes simultaneously.
Well, back to the old drawing board.
We will adjust our setup to 2 Reigers and a Stampede. This will give us 6,732 power. Not as beefy as the 8,300, but this should do the job, hopefully. And we'll go for round 3. The instability appears to be helping us out a bit, but this Stampede should give us that bump we need to fracture. There it is. This is probably close to the limit of this setup. I'd say this is more practical of a build and is what I run on a typical day-to-day basis, as it's pretty consistent and you can fracture a lot of rocks with this. I'm gonna go ahead and drop this load off of Terranite and Mexlite, quite frankly, because it's a lot of money, and we're gonna go find an even bigger rock. Up to this point, I have been searching around Aerial for all my rocks. but couldn't find a large enough stone. Ariel and Aberdeen are pretty common stomping grounds for me, but this isn't working, so I went to a mining favorite, Daymar. Initially, I found a gold mine of rocks everywhere in this mountainous region, even this 32,000 Hephaestonite rock. I gave the 3 Reiger build another go just to test its limit, since it wasn't as high as the 42,000 rock it couldn't touch earlier, but not as low as the 26,000 rock it busted before. The instability is helping us out initially, but once that fell off and went against us, the rock cannot take the heat of our laser and it doesn't have the power to really heat this up. So we're gonna move on. After hours and hours of searching, I found it. A near 50,000 rock begging to get split. First thing was to slash that resistance though. However, once we placed the saber, the rock ate it. I tried to place another gadget on it and it was registering that a gadget was already placed, which created a bit of a problem. This means I need to hop back into the ship, hover us a little bit, hop into the laser and destroy it. Let's try this again. The first loadout we will have 8,160 power, utilizing 1 Reiger 3, a Stampede, and a Surge, along with the wave shift gadget. I don't normally use the wave shift, I'm just trying it out for this build because maybe it'll help, maybe it won't. We're experimenting here, right? This setup gives a 100% increase to power, and while it is extremely high up there, isn't moving it quite enough. Time to change it up. We will rotate the gadget to an Optimax to drop resistance. Now, I really like this gadget. It's not bad, but not as good as the Saber for the job we want it for right now. Let's also change out that Reiger for another Surge, bringing us to 9,588 power. This is getting pretty silly. Okay. Time to reposition and give this another go. This is working, but still not quite there yet. So I've got one last thing in my bag of tricks. You guessed it, 3 Surge modules. Since 2 Surge modules worked simultaneously in this last build, hopefully I can use 3 in this next build on the Helix 2. This laser will have an incredible 10,200 maximum power. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, if this won't work, I got nothing else. This is as high as we can possibly go. So one last time, let's reposition and test it out. For the sake of legitimacy, I won't edit any of this segment so you can see I had no help. Since we are using surges, that means we only get 7 shots at this. 1 minute, 45 seconds of total adjusted laser power to fracture a near 50,000 mass rock solo. Okay, laser's on. Let's increase this to 100. And first shot, let's go. Okay, we're moving. Okay, this is looking good. This is looking really good. For the first shot, we've moved a lot of progress here. Okay, let's keep this going. Shot 2. Boom, right away. Didn't lose any progress there, I don't think. Moving. Okay. 3 more seconds. This is looking good. Third shot, let's do it. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yep, keep going. The instability is looking good. We're looking good. Looking amazing. This is great. I think we got it. Fourth shot. Number 4. No, we're stalling. Don't stall. Come on, baby. Come on. Oh, we slowed down a lot. Okay, only get 3 more shots. 5th shot. I think we're over the hump. Past the stall. Yep, go. Come on. Yes. Okay, I don't care if it overcharges. We're just trying to fracture here. Oh yeah, we've got it. Oh, this is it. Oh, yes, that's fractured. We lost some of the rock, but that's okay. Yeah, we're trying to break a rock this big. There's no way you're gonna be able to control the laser the way you need to. But we did it. We fucking did it. I gotta tell you guys, this was a whole lot of fun. I learned a lot about laser configuration and what works and what you can play around with. It was so much fun to make, and I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this. If you want to learn more about gameplay, we're running through the mining loops right now. Check out some of the other videos on the channel, and we'll see you guys next time.